from the creator of the award-winning Remarkable Results radio podcast. Now listen to a slice of wisdom, a concept, a sentiment, a theory, and maybe even a rant from one of your industry colleagues. For the record.
Hey, welcome to For the Record, episode 32 with Pierre Respaut from TST. Carm Capriato here, and in just a few seconds, Pierre will share with you his view of the technical revolution he has witnessed in his 50 years in the business. I'm happy you're enjoying the For the Record podcast series. You know, as it flows in your listening app, you get a chance to listen to opinions from your industry colleagues right along with the long-form audio interviews, where the context of the aftermarket's on full display for your listening intake. Many thanks to our sponsor, FlexCheck Auto Digital Vehicle Inspection Software. Now, here's an important question you need to ask yourself. Are you struggling to increase your ARO? Well, FlexCheck Auto Digital Vehicle Inspection Software may be the answer you're looking for. This simple, fully customizable system is designed to operate on any Android device. It improves technician efficiency in the bays, service writer efficiency at the counter, and increases average repair order. FlexCheck Auto is the most transparent way to do business. Go to flexcheckauto.com to learn more. Hey, have I thanked you for keeping in touch with me? Well, it's easy. Carm at remarkableresults.biz. Now, I hear from listeners every day about the way they value the over 530 podcast episodes and what they have meant to them and their business. So glad to have you here and engaged with your fellow aftermarket colleagues. As you know, the views and opinions expressed are those of my guest and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of the author, sponsors, associates, or affiliates of LSTN Media, LLC. And the legal stuff is over. Now, listen to a perspective from a longtime shop owner who is the VP with TST, a training company in New York. I'm sure you've heard of TST. They hold a huge technician training event every year just north of New York City, the TST Big Event. I'll be there in 2019. Hey, Pierre brings his wisdom to play in his rant about our technical revolution and the extreme importance of being a forever student. He's never stopped. And, oh, by the way, you know, I've asked people to do a rant for me for the Record show and record it on their own device. Well, Pierre, he did it. Find Pierre's bio, the talking points, and a link to his previous episode at remarkableresults.biz/F031. Enjoy.
This is Pierre Respaut, Vice President of TST, and an automotive technician with over 50 years of experience. The thing I like most about the automotive industry is the fact that it is constantly changing. There has been a technological revolution in my lifetime. When I started, vehicles had carburetors, points, condensers, and it was not uncommon to go 1,500 miles between oil changes and 5, 8, or maybe 10,000 miles between tune-ups. The life expectancy of a car was 75 or 80,000 miles, with 100,000 being an exceptional lifetime. Nowadays, we have electrical and electronic systems in cars that are very sophisticated. We're on the verge of having, if not totally autonomous vehicles, certainly a lot of the enabling technologies that make driving safer and easier. And that's the kind of thing that keeps me in the business. I think that all of the education that I continually receive made me capable of keeping up with the modern technology. It's also a good way to, well, for lack of a better word, stay young. I'm of the belief that, and I've said this for years, people are like sharks. If you stop swimming, you die. So the idea is to continually learn, work, improve yourself, and see what other people are doing. A large part of why I was originally involved in STS and later with TST and IATN, a lot of other groups. There was a BIMRS group for my BMW shop. All of these groups involved individuals who were trying to be better than average, trying to keep their skills up to par or above par, and also, by consequence of that, give the customers a good value. Fact is, nobody should be entering this industry unless they want to learn. You can't just learn what you are going to need for the rest of your career in a trade school and then expect that to work for your whole life. These things are evolving very quickly, and the only way to to deal with it is to learn and to adapt continually. I mentioned networking. That's also a very important thing. Nobody, no human, can know everything. But if you talk to a lot of people, you'll find people who know the things you need to know, that everybody can pool their knowledge, their expertise. That's part of what I like about the industry today. There are a lot more people, I believe, that are acting more like professionals. If you go to a doctor or an attorney or even an accountant, if they have a question about something, they don't have any question or any problem contacting another doctor, attorney, accountant, whatever their profession is, and getting a second opinion. That can be true in the automotive business, and it is in my life. It's a value to the customers, and it's really a value to the technician. You learn something from it, and you're more professional. You know you did the right thing at the end of the day. As far as the industry is concerned, I think it's very good that we have, an internet presence, the ability to look up and access all kinds of data and repair procedures and actually access the problems, service bulletins, problems of things that go wrong with vehicles, so that we are more efficient working on the cars nowadays. The dealers have their own systems. They have their own education. They have their own tool sets. They have all of that. And a lot of times that is, that's the best system, but in the aftermarket, we have the option of deciding not to use their system if we decide it's not best, and to look at other technologies. That's why I've gotten so involved with oscilloscopes, pressure transducers, noise, vibration, harshness, accelerometers, thermal imaging. All these technologies aid us in being more efficient and doing a good job. Now, things like CARM's podcasts, that raises awareness. That's part of this networking thing. This allows various members of this community to express themselves and opens up, I think, the ears, the mind of the people who aren't doing these things to the potential for, for lack of a better word, acting more professionally. So, that's really it. In closing, though, I'd like to say that training is very important, and for anybody who's not going to training regularly, now mind you, I'm the vice president of TST and we do training. I have that connection. But what I'm saying is, no matter where you get the training, I think you should get training. I think you need to keep up to date. You can't get it all off the web. There's a lot on the web, but you can't get it all there. And there's an advantage to going to an actual classroom, which is you get to sit in the room with other individuals and network and make personal connections. And, sometimes that makes all the difference. You don't get that personal connection so much on the web, even though there are some limited opportunities to do so. In closing, I think anybody in the business should read. Don't stop reading. Go to classes and seminars and hands-on training when you can, and network. It's a good idea to network. And it makes us all more professional. It's better for everybody, including the customer.
Thanks for listening to For the Record from Remarkable Results Radio. Subscribe to the show on your favorite podcast listening app. Find all Remarkable Results podcast content at remarkableresults.biz.